Yo, what's up, y'all? What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Sophie Adora. You know the vibes, you know who it is. This is my first YouTube video for this channel. I haven't done this since I was like 8 or 9. Like, we don't talk about that, but we're gonna try it out again. And so this video is gonna be a type like a get ready with me / story time of my life, basically a big part of my life. So please stay tuned. Y'all are gonna enjoy it. Let me know how it goes. You know the vibes. Hold on, because that is the face of concentration. What is she thinking about? But anyways, we're gonna talk about how I moved from Tokyo to New York City at the age of like 15 to follow my dreams, basically. Anyway, so I was born and raised in Japan, and my dad is like half Japanese, and my mom's mixed with a bunch of other stuff. We're not even gonna list them right now, but that makes me a quarter Japanese. So I was put in the Japanese school system since I was like 1. I went to kindergarten and stuff. But my mom's family is from Brooklyn, and they're all like in Brooklyn, so that's how it was easier for me to move here, and it was smoother than just like going to a whole different place that I had no relation to. So I'm gonna explain that a little down the line, but here's some background history. I've always had this hatred for school. Probably it really stemmed and started getting bigger since 6th grade or something. But that's when I hit a really low point in my life. Even though I was so young, I really wasn't happy with my life. And a lot of it stemmed from school and the cultural differences. Like at home, I lived this American life and stuff because that's what my parents provided me. But then at school, I would have to be this Japanese kid and fit in. And Japanese culture isn't that accepting of other cultures, to be honest. And so there were like some light bullying that would go on at school. And a big thing always has been, I've been such a creative person at heart and a free spirit, so the restricting Japanese school system really wasn't for me. Like, you aren't allowed to dye your hair, straighten your hair, curl your hair, like, you gotta have it normal. You can't paint your nails, you can't wear makeup, none of that. You gotta come in your natural form. Academically, school was really bad too. I was like a failing student. I would never get good grades, and kids would tease me about that a lot. And the thing was, I didn't have a full Japanese vocabulary really compared to the other fully Japanese kids, because at home we speak English, and I would only speak Japanese at school or at the store and stuff. So that was I think that's what put me behind compared to the other kids. And I could never really fully relate to the other kids either, especially because I went to a private school with a bunch of rich kids who didn't have no type of responsibilities, while I'm at home with a single mother. Like, we surviving out here, and I was the only like kid who was into American culture, kind of. So I would watch YouTube. I would watch like PewDiePie and like Smosh as a kid, and nobody else would be watching that. So I had nobody to like really hang out with or relate to. That kind of put me into a depressive episode in middle school. But then after that depressive episode, I started hanging out on this military air base. So I got to meet a bunch of American kids that were the same age as me. Yo, this time was like revolutionary for my life. I started like getting so many friends. I got like my first boyfriend. It was fire. It really was fire for the first couple of parts. Yo, I swear to God, my biggest dream was to go to the school on base with the kids there. And like, they were my best friends at that point, so I really wanted to go there and go to an American school, experience that. But anyways, it was like a whole process, and I couldn't get in, so
Bruh. They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they...
But anyways, after junior high school, the time to apply for high school comes in, and I applied to this art school. Don't mind the setting change, I just had to move somewhere. But I applied to this art school. I didn't get in. Yeah, but hold on. Why is his mouth open like that? Like, close your mouth. But I was devastated not getting into that art school. So I applied to this really easy high school. It was like, I knew it was ghetto. It was known to be ghetto, but it seemed really fun. Because I wanted my prime time, high school's coming. I'm trying to wild out low-key. But I got in. I was so excited about it. Then first day of school, I get in. I only know like one person there, but I'm like excited about it. I know I'm going to make some new friends. It's going to be fire. Then a couple weeks pass, and I still only have like 2 friends. And I'm like wondering what is going on, because I'm a really friendly person. And these girls, to be honest, would give me like side eyes, and I thought I was just bugging. But after a while, it became really evident that they didn't like me because they would let me know, and it was crazy. It was some like Mean Girls type stuff. It got to a point where it was like really bad. Like I would be crying in my room, and my mom found me crying one time, and she was like, "All right, you can stay home for the rest of the week and stuff." But it was like clearly I wasn't happy, and it was like we thought changing the school would make me get a better life in Japan, but it really wasn't working out. So that's the time when my mom really realized, like, all right, Sophie's right. She really want to move to the States, and that might just be the best thing to do right now. And this is a contour trick right here. Look at that. Like, I be having no type of jawline sometimes, and I be having like double chin. I'll be mad insecure about it. I'll be looking like a big Ed. But every year I go to the States. In the summer of 2019, I came to the States, and I came here as summer break, but we ended up finding my school and stuff on break, so it was like, you might as well stay here. Yo, the first day of school in Brooklyn, I was mad scared because I was like, what if I get bullied again? Because of my past experience in the school before. But yo, everybody was so nice. And especially because they heard I was from Japan, like everybody wanted to be my friend. And they were all asking my name. And I made friends so easy. And I was like, yo, I was just filled with dopamine. Then my mom and sister went back to Japan in September and left me here. And I moved in with my aunt. And my aunt is a fashion designer and entrepreneur, so she's been really teaching me the works of entrepreneurship and how to build my own brand. So that's what I've been doing lately, or ever since I moved here. I've been trying to build my cosmetics brand and working towards my dream of becoming a professional makeup artist. And I've been, in like how many months? Like the first 6 months, I grew so much. I became so much more independent. I like had to take care of all of my household stuff by myself. And I started working as a babysitter part-time, and my grades shot up like to 90 average. Then I started working at Fashion Week, and I met so many like famous people. I worked with Method Man from Wu-Tang, Overtime Larry for all these photo shoots. And I'm just only telling you like the cherries of like how amazing my experience moving here has been. I don't think I'm ever gonna move back to Japan, to be honest. Of course, I'm gonna have my connection and roots in Japan, and my history is always important to me, but I don't think it's like, for my personality, it's not the right place for me to live. Of course, I'll visit for a couple months, but Brooklyn and New York is really where my home, I feel like, is, and my family. I've been surrounded by love from my family all the time, and yo, just moving here has been the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. And all the friends I had in Japan and are still friends with now, they know my glow. This is probably the biggest glow they've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like, I've just gotten so much more happier and successful in my career. But since this quarantine, I've really been focusing a lot of my time on my personal business and continuing to grow it online and the actual business. So it's going to come out soon. Adora Cosmetics. Stay tuned for that. So follow my Instagram and follow my journey. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Follow my socials so you can follow my journey with me. Love y'all. Bye.